Hello and welcome to Tuesday's Thought for the Day. If you haven't already had time to read the readings, perhaps you could take time to do that now. Psalm 36 is one of David's shorter psalms. David is reflecting on the human tendency to wickedness, and he has a message, a revelation concerning the sinfulness of the wicked. Paul, writing in his letter to the Romans, quotes this, that all have fallen short of the glory of God, all have sinned. It is not fearing the Lord which is the root of wickedness. The root of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Not fearing God comes down to human arrogance. I do as I like, the rules don't apply to me. In our society, we encounter people whose tendency is to look down on the scruples of those living the lives after God. The plotted plans of those who reject God are mentioned in this psalm. Their words and their deeds and the intentions of their heart are to do evil. They plot on their beds at night to do evil. And yet God's goodness transcends the vast expanse of evil, and only God can provide us with true refuge. In Joshua chapter 21, we read and find out that not one of all of the good promises God has made has ever failed. He gave his people rest on every side of the land they had entered, and they settled there, they dwelt there. Their history for many years had been one of not settling, not dwelling, not farming, but being nomadic, on the move all the time, relying only on their herds of sheep and goats that they drove with them as they wandered in the wilderness of Sinai for 40 years. A whole generation had grown up not knowing peace, let alone peace on every side. Now a new life opens up for them as they are able to settle in their allotted places and farm and enjoy the land. Are you and I settled in God's land for us? Are we dwelling in him? Or are we looking for more because we aren't satisfied with God? In Luke we read the dangers of becoming settled. They are that we can demand for more than we need. We want to ring fence what is ours. We want to make sure the difference between my rights and those of another human are clearly defined. Greed will drive us to take and selfishly store away rather than to give away. Greed becomes our master, and thus we leave behind any notion of sharing and giving to one another. Today, remember again, God is our source of light and life. How precious is your steadfast love, O God! All people may take refuge in the shadow of your wings, for with you is the fountain of life. In our light we see light. In your light we see light. Amen.